selective dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I want to circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's Rodriguez now on second down. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go now.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Samuel in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. You look at this Bronco defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
They're going to motion Dotson to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, That's stating the obvious.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, a run with Gibson. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from 28 yards out. Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now Wilson changing the play.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Commanders 3, Broncos 0.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Howell throwing on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Sly able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 13. Broncos nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A first catch for Judy, good for a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Emmanuel Forbes on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are back within a score. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Samuel gets him a first, and he's somebody's valued for more than just his receiving work. Sure, he had over 600 yards, but he also had almost 200 rushing yards, and the team loves using him as an additional ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Howell changing the play here. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Howell to throw on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now Wilson on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Wilson wants a different look.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good.
They'll run on first down. It's Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a foot race. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Gibson again. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Dotson in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Now Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Up the middle, it's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once more, Gibson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josey Jewell.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Powell going to audible to something else. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Powell. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground with Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. second down and a run by Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Howell down to throw it. That's caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 27, Broncos 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Wilson. Able to find Judy. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This is 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here comes 2nd down. Wilson to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Powell to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a dangerous throw in a tie ball game, because you've still got overtime in your back pocket. You don't want to turn it over and give the other guys a chance for a last-second field goal, but fortunately here, that one winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Hawkins. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about a yard and a half. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run it again with Williams. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hold up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Aguilar now. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right side, it's Handler pulling it in. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 19-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Williams running left. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. But I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that?